So today's topic is going to be about body care. I'm trying to cover everything from face care, makeup, hair care, body care. So we are moving along, and I have like another 20 ideas in mind for what I want to film, but you know, one at a time. There's only so many hours in a day. Romeo! Hi, handsome. Apparently my Romeo has decided to join me for this video. I'm not sure if he's going to stay on my lap for the whole time. Like kisses. You want to say hi to everybody? He's my old man. I've mentioned him before. And he's my baby. And he's all nervous because mommy was getting ready, and then that to him that means that I'm leaving the house. And I really am actually in like an hour, so I do need to get through this video. So I'm going to get right to it. So when it comes to body care, having a little body brush like this is actually really amazing. You want to brush your skin moving upwards towards the heart, and this is going to really exfoliate your body, but you always want to do it in short striking motions, moving from the bottom all the way up, and then your arms all the way up your chest. They make these kind of brushes that have long extenders so you can get your back and brush upwards, and it's going to help with circulation. It's going to help get rid of the dead skin cells. So one of these is just an all-around great tool to have when it comes to wanting to take care of your skin. And you're going to do this while your skin is dry, not wet. When it's wet, you could actually cause damage to it, and then you could have chunks of skin peeling off compared to just the natural dead skin cells flaking off. Then, while showering, one of my absolute all-time favorite products is the Pink Sugar Glossy Shower Gel, and it looks like this. And I'm going to be talking about this one, I think 4 or 5 times this video, so I'm just going to tell you right away, this is the most amazing smell in the world when it comes to body products. It is the only perfume I wear. I literally refuse to wear anything but the Pink Sugar smells. So I use the Pink Sugar body wash, the body lotion, the perfume, the concentrated perfume, any kind of hair refresher spray that they make sometimes. Unfortunately, the deodorant didn't really work so well, but the Pink Sugar, it has like these candy undertones and raspberry, and it's sweet, but it's not overpowering, and it's fresh, and it's just, it smells so good. So you guys need to get somewhere to try to smell this because it is awesome. So while you are showering, a body wash is great to wash your whole body in, but when you're doing your private parts, you never want to have body wash down there. You actually want to use just a plain white soap bar. Nothing fancy, you don't want any kind of smells, nothing added to it, and then that's all you want to use down there. So you want the yummy smelling stuff head to toe, but just use a normal little white soap bar for down there, and you're not going to get any kind of problems that can happen down there, if you know what I'm saying. Once you get out of the shower, I've mentioned this in my face skincare routine, but the best time to apply moisturizers are within 10 minutes from the shower. Showering, you also get a steaming effect, so everything is opened up, all your pores, and your skin is just fully ready to absorb every kind of moisturizer. So you're going to be able to get your full bang for your buck with any kind of product that you're using, because your skin is just going to go and take it all in. So it's dependent on the time of year for what kind of moisturizer you want to use, what type of skin you have, if you're burnt, if you're not burnt, if you've been tanning. I mean, there's so many factors that come into play. So my daily go-to is the Pink Sugar Creamy Body Lotion, because this one is actually, it's almost like a liquid. It's not lotiony at all. It comes out really runny, and it goes on, like, it spreads so easily, but it really moisturizes. And being a sweater, I always have a hard time with really intensive moisturizers, and I don't sweat this one out. And it leaves a really light smell, which I love, and you get that moisture without that heavy feeling. So this is like my everyday, I use this as soon as I get out of the shower. Then on days when I have a migraine, because smells trigger migraines really badly, I have what's called Naked Body Butter, and this is by Bliss, and it is a body butter that's maximum moisture, and it looks like this. And it is a little bit thicker, but it's not crazy thick for a body butter, and it is totally scentless. So I love this whenever I have a headache or a migraine or I feel one coming on, because there is literally zero smell. So for any of you migraine sufferers out there, you really may want to get this naked one, because it's just phenomenal and it's not going to trigger anything. You'll be able to shower and not have to worry about smells. And again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, I will link all of these products below so you're going to know where to find them. Then Pink Sugar also makes a body mousse. This is kind of an in-between lotion and body butter. It is literally a mousse. You can see that it kind of looks gross and nasty, but it is also really light moisturizer, but it takes it to the next level above the normal daily lotion, but it doesn't take it to the level of a body butter. So I like that. And like I said, you girls are just, or guys, but this is more girls, are gonna have to make the decision for yourselves on what kind of skin you have. If it's dry skin, oily skin, problematic, burnt, whatever, you know, but these are all great options, and I keep them all because my skin's always changing. Seasons are always a big deal. You know, you get dry in the winter, you get burnt in the summer. It's just, it's always a hot mess. So it's great to have all these different kind of options on hand. My really intensive hydrating body butter is by The Body Shop, and it is the Mango Body Butter, and this one is for very dry skin, and it looks like this. It has a very subtle mango scent, and I know mango is not for everyone, but oh my gosh, this moisturizes so amazingly. I mean, when I do use a tanning bed, which isn't that often, as soon as I come home, I lather my body in this to try to like just give a little bit back, because I feel so bad that I've damaged my skin. And I mean, it does not absorb all the way right away at all because it's so thick. But if you guys are having problems with dry skin or burnt skin, or I mean, just even psoriasis, anything like that, this is just an amazing, really intense like body butter. So I don't know if you can see that. It's just super thick. It's thicker than butter. It really is. It's so creamy. It applies really smoothly. So this is my heavy duty moisturizer. And then finally, an oldie but a goodie and a never fail is just simple old aloe vera. This does the trick every single time when you're burnt, if you've got a rash, if you've had like poison ivy, if you just don't want to spend the money on any kind of moisturizers. It's super light, but it gets the job done. I use aloe vera every once in a while. It's just, I mean, you can never fail with aloe vera, and you can get it from any grocery store, your pharmacy. I mean, it's everywhere. So whenever you need something and you're out of whatever, grab aloe vera. It's awesome for you and it's natural. Then, because I am a self-tanner for the most part, my go-to is the Dior Bronze Self-Tanning Cream Natural Glow, and it looks like this. And this one you apply on a daily basis. You have to be careful when you're applying self-tanners. You don't want to go too heavy over your knee area or by your feet, your ankles, and then when you're done applying, you really want to scrub your hands because you can get super orange up in here. You can get really orange palms and in between your fingers. So it's great to apply self-tanner because you get that natural glow without doing any kind of damage. But a great tip is to really moisturize your hands and the rough spots, your elbows, your knees, and then like your ankles and your feet before you even apply the self-tanner. I personally skip that step. I'm so anal that I'm really careful and I like work around the ankle. But if you're new to self-tanners, you're gonna wanna just really moisturize those areas and then wipe it off after you're done the self-tanning process until you get used to it. And it is a really great self-tanner. I have tried so many over the years and most of them smell terrible and I hate the smell of self-tanners. This one is very faint, it absorbs really quickly. I haven't noticed any kind of transfer on anything, so I've been loving this self-tanner. Then when you want to just kind of fake it before you have an event, I have two go-to oils. One's darker, one's a little bit more gold. The Sephora Illuminating Bronzing Oil comes like this. and it is separated at first. So you have the oil and then you've got all the bronze shimmer. So you just give it a nice shake, and then it looks like this, and you just literally spritz, 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 and then sometimes you need to rub it in a little bit, other times the spritzing is just enough, and it gives such a healthy, natural glow. And it's not like crazy coarse glitter. You're not over sparkly. There's just like this nice little shimmer and this bronze effect. It just looks like you're just glowing, and I love it. I think I have like 5 bottles stocked in my cabinet because it's such a great product. Like, it is just the finest sparkle in there. It's really great, and it just smells beachy. There's not like a heavy type of smell to it or anything crazy. It's just a little bit beachy, but it's not bad. And it's not, you know, too expensive either. This is the Terracotta, and it's by Evelyn. It is a much heavier bronzer, and this one you need to apply, I'll show you from the back so you can see the color. This one you have to apply with a little bit more precision, because this one's actually going to give you color when you're applying it. And if you don't get it on evenly, you're going to see splotchiness or streaky lines. So this one you can just spritz and go. This one you're gonna have to take a few minutes to put it on properly. But it's gonna give you a really beautiful color, and it's gonna look like you've been in the Caribbean, and it's gonna look like you've been tanning, and it's all fake. So it's wonderful. Then my perfume is the Pink Sugar Eau de Toilette. And look how cute the packaging is. How can you go wrong? I mean, it's pink, it's swirly, it smells like candy and cotton candy and everything wonderful. Romeo's talking again. So, like I said, get to a store and smell this. It is awesome. This one I actually like load up. I will do like 2 sprays behind myself. I spray my stomach, I spray my thighs, I spray my butt, my back, my other butt cheek, because it is so light that if you want to be really light scented and you did one, I don't even think that people could smell it. Loading it on gives you a really light scent. So I do a lot of pumps on this. With most perfumes, you'd only want to do 1 or 2 sprays. This one goes a long way, but they make a concentrate that is just like the super cutest packaging in the whole world. I don't know if you can even see that. It's a little tiny bottle, and the top just, you know, twists off. And I like to rub a little bit of that on the chest area, and this is potent. This one you just need like a drop or 2, and it smells so wonderful for hours and hours and hours. So they are a great combination, because this is like every day, this is special occasion. So it depends on what you like and how intense of a smell you want to have. Then there's a special hand cream that I personally love. I have really bad hand problems for some reason. My fingers are always getting super chapped and scaly, and my hands actually crack and bleed. I don't know why, but out of nowhere I'll look down and I'm bleeding, and I look over on another hand and I'm bleeding, and the time of year doesn't matter. And then I get dead skin buildup that's almost like a callus, and then a couple months later all of a sudden it's gone again, and it's non-stop. So I discovered Crabtree and Evelyn, and there's so many smells, so I mean, you just have to figure out what smell you like. But it's an ultra-moisturizing hand therapy that looks like this, and it is the best hand therapy moisturizer I have ever tried in my life. So if any of you are suffering from hand issues like I am, this one is a lifesaver. And your hands are really greasy for a while, so if you're applying it, don't plan to get on your phone and text, because you're not going to be able to text. Even using a remote control is difficult. You're certainly not going to want to get behind a steering wheel and drive, but it really does moisturize. The best time would be to put it on and go to sleep, but that's awesome. And then last but not least is actually something to do a little bit more with exercising and running, but I have this problem because when I run, my skin really gets chafed below my sports bra and on my butt cheeks. So this Gold Bond Friction Defense, I just like rub on right under my boobs on like where the sports bra strap goes, and I have never had an issue since. my skin was just coming off raw. I mean, it was like layers and layers and layers were being peeled away, and I was in so much pain. And then I'd put the sports bra on the next day and I had the same pains and I couldn't get away from it. And so I figured I was gonna try Friction Defense Stick, and I tried this one out, and I've never had an issue since. I don't get rashes, I don't have that chafing effect. So if any of you are runners and you're having a hard time, this is the best thing in the world to save your skin. It really is. It's soothing, it's awesome. There's no transfer onto your clothing, there's no scent to it. So this one's great. And that does it for body care. There isn't really too much to cover as far as body care goes. I use a loofah in the shower, so it's always like a constant daily exfoliating. If you are applying self-tanners, you want to make sure that you really exfoliate before you self-tan. And then it's also really great to shave before you self-tan, but I don't do that every day because I apply self-tan every day. I'm not going to shave every day. But if you're trying to do it the right way, you want to shave first, you really want to exfoliate, and then you want to moisturize, and then you want to apply your self-tanner. But aside from that, that does it for me. So, good night, good morning, wherever you guys are. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.